voters. The presiding officer shall then ask voters to line up, helped by the polling assistants. Crisscrossing of lines before campaigning in polling stations shall read out names of eligible voters. District voting by proxy is not allowed. The voters register. And the Nrm Electoral Commission has the power to postpone elections if the presiding officer shall notify voter education of a for a few minutes before election starts. Illegal practices. The presiding officer bribery shall ask candidates when we get you agents or your agent dishing out money, portraits or any form of bribery during the process of this election by reasonable meters. The presiding officer shall then ask voters to line up, helped by the polling assistants. Obstruction of voters or election officials polling stations is not allowed, is prohibited. Unauthorized voters voting by proxy is not taken allowed to the House of Justice. And the Nrm Electoral Commission has the power to postpone elections. The presiding officer shall loudly announce the number of votes each candidate has got at the polling station before transmitting it to the center. Illegal practices. Agents of candidates shall sign declaration of results form after the forms have been filled, or you are entitled dishing out money. The commission has made those forms. During the process of declaration of results, shall be done by the returning officer. And for avoidance of doubt, Dr. Tango Doi, the chair of the commission, is the returning officer. Is not allowed. Unauthorized voters, Your Excellency, earlier on for the Women League, we made to the House of Justice. The right name is Kalule Juliet Nansuna, Vice Chairperson Central. So the presiding officer shall loudly announce the number of votes it is now each candidate has got at for the commission station to allow the candidate transmitting it to the center. Reasonable time. Agents of candidates for the first shall sign declaration of results form after the themselves have been filled briefly, and they are entitled to a copy. The audience, because the delegates has made those forms, they are supposed declaration of results to do. I request that you clap by the returning officer. You don't shout avoidance of doubt. Dr. Tango Doi, the chair of the commission, and shout is the returning officer. That is forbidden. So, Your Excellency, earlier on for the Women League, we made a mistake. The right name is Kalule Juliet Nansuna, Vice Chairperson Central. After the candidates, the two candidates have finished presenting themselves, it is now time. I'll then announce the time for the commission voters. I now request the right honorable candidates to step forward and address for the past election the delegates and voters. Introduce themselves briefly and tell the audience or the delegates. My request is that we use this podium because the majority of voters are actually here. I request that you request the right honorable Rebecca Litwala Kadaga. You don't shout to lead, and then later on the right honorable Anita among insultatives. That is forbidden. So, members of the commission, the two ladies, Honorable Zaitun, could you please move after the candidates, the two candidates, the right honorable have finished presenting themselves. I'll then announce the time. To me, this is the best place. I now request advise the right honorable candidates to step forward and address The venues
and
for
voters.
election are the big tents behind Museveni's tent and also the SEC tent. We use this podium
and the VIP
because
tent.
the majority of voters are actually here for just. So I request the right honorable. The following are the 7 tents to be used as polling stations. The right honorable Anita. The tent for the former elders behind SEC tent for Karamoja are members of the tent which was used for PWDs. Members of also behind the SEC tent will be for Kigezi, Ankole, Rwenzori, and Bunyoro. And request the right tent which was for veterans behind the VIP tent will be for Teso, Bugisu, Sebe, Bukedi, and Busoga. The tent behind the SEC tent, the venue that was used for election historical leaders forum, the big tent will be for Greater Luwero, Greater Mukono, Greater Masaka, and Greater Mubende and Mpiji, and the VIP tent. The following are the 7 tents to be used as polling stations. The tent which was used for women behind to the east tent will be for Greater Kampala and Wakiso. The tent and the which tent was used for PWD that was used by the youth will be for Acholi and Kigezi, and then the tent for entrepreneurs will be used by West Nile. The tent which was for veterans behind the VIP tent will be for Teso, Sanitizer, Bugisu, Sebe, Bukedi, and Busoga. The tent behind the SEC tent that was used by the historical leaders forum the right honorable Rebecca Kadaga with the thunderous applause. Greater Mubende and Mpiji. The tent which was used for women to the east will be for Greater Kampala and Wakiso. And the tent that was used by the youth will be for Acholi and Langa. Then the tent for entrepreneurs will be used by West Nile.
Your Excellency, President, also presidential flag bearer,
Sanitizer, please.
Newly elected chairman of our great party. The first national vice chairperson, Alhaji Chigongo,
Rebecca Kadaga,
who's also newly elected.
Applause.
Congratulations to both of you. Mama Janet, all the other leaders, the delegates, members of the Nrm family. It's a pleasure to see you here today. Last time we met, we could not convene together because of the COVID pandemic. But we thank God that this time we're able to sit together at one venue to make the deliberations for our great party. Your Excellency, I come before you as a long-standing member flag bearer of the NRM, newly elected chairman. I worked for the NRM of our great party for my entire life. I started the first as a Nrm chairperson, Alhaji in Chigongo village, who's also newly elected. Congratulations through the ranks to both of you up to this Mama Janet. I want to thank you very much for the support. The delegates. And I want to thank His Excellency the President for initiating here today. This last time we met party, we could not right from together days until it has grown into this mighty movement, and also brought along this time many were able to sit together at one venue to make the deliberations for our great party. I come before you, as I informed you, I have been member in this party for a long time. I've worked for the NRM in the middle for my entire life. I started as an LC1 chairperson, so it's again in Museveni village, Brampton sub-county. And I've ridden through the ranks up to this date. Okay. I want the microphone is a bit tricky for the support, but I hope you can hear me. And I want to thank His Excellency the President, members, for this party initiating a long way. This through turbulence party, through right from student days, but we have been able has grown into this fly mighty together movement and to learn, and also together. Brought along many other. I have worked diligently as a backbencher for the first 7 years before I was appointed Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, as I Minister of State for Transport, and Minister for Parliamentary Affairs. Thereafter, I graduated to the position of Deputy Speaker and later as Speaker. So it's again, I have executed my duties diligently in all those capacities within the Parliament, okay, by ensuring the microphones that the necessary legislation is passed, but I hope you can hear me. The necessary budgets are passed, the necessary loans are passed to support the manifesto a long way of the NRM. Through turbulence, I've also worked diligently to ensure that where loans were required together, they were passed and to learn to improve on our infrastructure and all other facilities. Diligently, as a backbencher, I was elected the first 7 years as the second national vice chair. I was appointed minister after a lobby for foreign affairs by the women members of the NRM State for Transport, when we realized that we did not have enough women on the executive committee. I graduated, so the position amendment was made Deputy Speaker to enable us to have a voice on the Central Executive Committee. I have and I performed that job, executed my duty with distinction. I have capacities improved and within the Parliament contributed to many policies by ensuring many programs that the necessary many changes passed and many other facilities. The necessary budgets are passed to ensure that the perspective of the women to support is always the manifesto considered. Of the NRM. But in the process, I've not also forgotten the young people or the elderly or any other disadvantaged where loans were required. Have been their voice. They were passed in the Central Executive to improve on our infrastructure. However, and all other facilities. Your Excellency, our chair, I was and members elected Great NRM Party National Vice Chair. I think it's a matter of grave concern by the women members of the NRM that the level when we realized that of bribery, we do not have enough women of intimidation, executive committee, of abuse of office, an amendment was made, corruption to enable us this election to have a voice has been exceedingly high. Committee. Indeed, and I have performed that job. It has been unprecedented distinction. I have, for the first time, improved. And we have seen distribution many policies, iPads, many programs to entice many changes and many other facilities and influence them to ensure that the perspective we have seen distribution of cell phones is always for the same reasons. But in the process of distribution of money, the young people or for the same reason or any other no small money sale of 20,000. I have been their voice, but in millions in the Central Executive Committee. And this, Your Excellency, and National Chair is something, Your Excellency, our that's ruining our party. And members, we have built this party, Great NRM Party, over time. But there's a real matter of grave concern that it's going to be overtaken by people who do not deserve to be in leadership. So we need to check the issue of office of corruption. Last night's election has been exceedingly high. Distribution, indeed, of resources has been unprecedented. 300,000 shillings for the first time to each delegate. We have seen distribution of at Nabisusa, at Nakawa, at Kisasi, and many other places. Again, to influence the outcome of these elections. So I do hope that the members will take this matter into account and realize that we don't need to support the corrupt, and to know that the money being used is actually your money. This is taxpayers' money. So please chew it, but make the right choices. I would like to appeal to our members to clean our party by rejecting corruption, rejecting bribery, rejecting intimidation. National Chairman, there are members here who have got messages on their phone intimidating them. If you don't vote for so and so, you will see. How can that be? But this is what is happening at this stage. So I do hope that something will be done. And Honorable Chairs, you have been promising that you are going to take action. I hope that you can actually take action so that this vice ends. On the level of the preparation of the election, it's also a matter of concern that in some instances there have been deliberate delays so that voting takes place in the night. How can voting take place at 4 o'clock in the morning? And this has happened on more than one occasion. This is deliberate. I'm glad we are starting early today. I hope the counting will be done early, and that all the sets of elections will be done during the day. I also want to report that there are many fake delegates. Names have been substituted. So I do hope that even that will be taken into account. There are also fake registers in circulation. This is a matter I raised several times in the Central Executive Committee, which needed address, but I hope we shall be able to get a good result. So members of the Nrm family, I want to thank you for listening to me. I want to thank you for supporting me as I've done this job. I want to ask you for your support so that I can continue serving you as your second national vice chairperson. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Rebecca Alitwala Kadaga, for your presentation and appeal for votes. It's now my duty as chair to invite Right Honorable Anita Mong to present herself.
Nrm oye! Nrm oye! Museveni oye! Anita oye! Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, and also the Chairman of NRM Party, Mama Janet Museveni, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, the Deputy Speaker of Parliament of Uganda, the honorable members who are here, the ambassadors that are around, and all our dear delegates. God is good. God is good. Nrm oye! Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, my name is Anita Annette Among, the Member of Parliament of Bukedea, and by God's grace, you entrusted me to be the Speaker of Parliament of the 11th Parliament in Uganda. I want to thank you so much for trusting me with such a very important position, which I have diligently performed without any turbulence in that Parliament. I have done it without antagonizing the party and the chairman of the party. Your Excellency, I want to thank you so much for identifying and bringing me to the mighty party NRM. And as you got me from where I was, where you said I used to put on wrong clothes, now I am putting on very good clothes. And that is NRM. Your Excellency, when you identified me, I do not want to be useless in the party. I want to add value to the party. And by adding value to the party, I am seeking to be a second national vice chairperson of NRM. And when I am a second national vice chairperson, I am a very good mobilizer. And I can trust you, I will mobilize for the party from north to east to west to central throughout the whole country. I am bringing value to the party. Your Excellency, when I am a SEC member, I will also request that you consider the local government, especially the LOC 5s, the local councils, the speakers, on their increment of their pay. Your Excellency, as somebody you have trusted with the legislature, I am also going to request you, as a chairperson of the party, that for us to be able to mobilize for the party, we need the local councils to be included. We need our structures at local level to be included in the councils for them to be able to mobilize for the party, for them to be able to monitor government projects. Your Excellency, as a chairperson of the party, we have had challenges with the people with the PWDs, with the elders, with the veterans. I will also request, as a SEC member, that we have allowances and some jobs for people with disabilities, people who are veterans, and people who are old. Your Excellency, we have government programs, and these government programs are at the lower level. Now, in these government programs, we expect our people to monitor and follow on the programs. I will also request, as the chairperson of the party, that we give these local councils, these local structures, circles that can empower them, that can make them to have their own income generating powers. Members, delegates, today is the day that the Lord has made for NRM, that the Lord has brought a mobilizer, the Lord has brought a unifier. I want to thank all of you and request you to vote for Anita. When you vote for Anita, you're voting for a mobilizer. You vote for Anita, you vote for a unifying factor. When you vote for Anita, you're voting for a person to promote NRM up the ground. God bless you all.
Hello, hello. Vuvuzela, Vuvuzela, Vuvuzela. Please. Your Excellency, because of time, we could not allow our high-profile leaders to take more than 10 minutes. But good enough, they have presented themselves very well, and since we are still in power, they will continue talking to our people. May I now...
This idea of the verminous foreigner is a trope that's been around for a long time. When I was CDC director, there was a congressman who was going to come over the Mexican border with Ebola. And I met with him in his office, and he said to me, you know, you'll hear me saying some crazy things on the campaign trail. That's for what my staff call the low literacy vote. I call it the dumbass vote. People understand what is real and what's not. We need to listen to people's concerns, address the concerns, be clear about what we know and don't know, and protect people from the harms that there's no reason anyone has to be exposed to, whether it's an infectious disease or a toxin or high blood pressure that could kill them.
These smart ladies and gentlemen are the staff. Most of them are volunteers because the registrars don't get salary. They are members who have donated to the party. They have given their whole. We do our best. Now, with the senior leaders in front, can we take a photo? But can you first hurry up? Others, hurry up. Oh, there are still more coming. Your Excellency, as a school teacher, our motto is we work hard and we are paid later. But you have been paying at first, so we are not complaining so much. But we still request for more, like the Oliver twist. Can we wave to His Excellency and Mama and the digging? Nrm oye! Nrm oye! The staff hoye! Doing elections hoye! Transparency hoye! Not taking bribes hoye! Your Excellency, these are staff of the Nrm Electoral Commission from the districts to the headquarters. We are now going to move to the side, and the principal elections officer should now allocate you your tents. But you know your regional tent. So could you go to the left? The cameras have enjoyed you, so move to the left and we start. We have delivered elections, all elections from the structure. This is the last. We must do our best so that we retain our jobs. Is that okay? Can you shout, hoye? Hey, okay. Reminder. The staff, you will guide your voters to the respective tents. I said, Karamoja, the former tent behind SEC, under Honorable James Tweheyo. The PW tent, also behind, will be Kigezi, Ankole, Rwenzori, Bunyoro, under Dr. Tanga himself. The veterans tent will be Teso, Bugisu, Sebei, Bukedi, Busoga, under Honorable Chano March. The tent for historical leaders will be for Masaka and Greta Mubende and Mpiji. And the tent for the youth will be for the youth tent, will be for Acholi and Ilango delegates. Former woman tent for the Women League will be for Kampala and Wakiso. and former entrepreneurs tent will be for West Nile. I now request the delegates to move slowly to those tents. We shall start with roll call, and I urge you, I request you to humbly be polite. Don't harass us. Declaration of results will be done when we are ready, either today or early tomorrow. Thank you, Your Excellency. I now beg to move. I'm told that most people were not hearing what I was saying, but I'm just going to repeat some key things. Not all this I've said. I have no time because of time. Candidates can have posters because they cannot be in every polling station. But what we are discouraging is using those posters to campaign at this time of election. So if you have a portrait, a poster, that should be for your agent to actually represent you in that venue, but not to use posters as campaign as if we are not going to vote. Number two, the most vital are the polling stations. The polling stations, Karamoja will be in former elders tent behind SEC tent. Number two, Kigezi, Ankole, Rwenzori, Bunyoro will be in the tent behind.
So you just
the
greet me like this. You busy?
And Museveni's tent.
Thank you.
Secretary Generals
Then
and
the
the
veterans,
iPods that I request that you allow them
veterans
mention their names
behind the SEC
and their
will
political
be
parties.
Teso,
Thank you,
Bugisu, Sebei, Bukedi, and Busoga. Then Historical Leaders Forum tent, also behind SEC, will be for Greta Luwero, Greta Mukono, Greta Masaka, Greta Mubende, and Greta Mpiji. Then former tent for Women League on the other side towards Wampeo. It will be for Greater Kampala and Wakiso. Then former youth tent also towards Wampeo will be for Acholi and Lango. Voting is by lining up. Candidates' names will be read out from the register. Candidates are urged to be patient to allow the commission to do its work. No intimidation of commission officials, no intimidation of electoral officials. For voting shall be done after all sub-counties, after all delegates have settled. I thank you. I'm the one who told you about it. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what has happened to our public address system today. People are saying they are not hearing. The most important is what I want you to hear. And this is now the most important. Polling stations. Delegates, polling stations. The tent, which was for Elders League, on the Protea side will be for Karamoja. The tent, which is behind the SEC and Museveni's tent, will be for Kigezi, Ankole, Rwenzori, and Bunyoro. The tent that should have what that was for veterans behind the VIIP tent will be for Teso, Bugisu, Sebe, Bukedi, and Busoga. The tent, which was for Historical Leaders Forum, will be for Greta Luwero, Greta Mukono, Greta Masaka, Greta Mubende, and Mpiji. The tent that was for women will be for Greta Kampala and Wakiso. The tent that was for the youth will be for Acholi and Ilango. The tent that was used by entrepreneurs will be for West Nile. Please guard your bags. Guard your bags. We had problems of thieves here yesterday. Guard your bags.
okutuuka okweteeka mu humiliation ey'ekika ekyo nga bwe twamulabye natuka okwogera ebikikini kagamba wali byandibadde yeerekera namu
basebo ne banyabo
nze singa nabadde ye omukisa ogwo nandyogedde byendowooza bye ŋŋenda nakukola biri nembireka kubanga waliwo levo kwali nga yandibadde takka kutuuka bwe yatuuse.
Elders mwe mugenda okubeera region ya Karamoja ng'egenda kukulirwa Honorable James Tweheyo omwabadde ba PWs oba abalina obulemu ku mubiri mugenda kubeerayo Kigezi, Ankole ne Rwenzori. Bunyoro awo Dr. Tanga yagenda okuba ng'akulembedde. Awabadde ba veterans mugenda kubeera awabadde ba veterans eggulo mugenda kubeeramu Teso, Bugisu, Sebeyi, Bukedi, Busoga, ate omuntu agenda obakulembera Honorable Jachan Fred Omach. Omwabadde ba historicals eggulo mugenda kubeeramu Greta Ruwero, Greta Mukono, ne Greta Masaka, ne Greta Mubende ne Mpigi. Agenda obakulemberamu agenda okubeera Ambassador Major Retired General Kinowe, James Kinowe. Omwabadde abakyala, tente yabaddemu abakyala eggulo mugenda kubeeramu Greta Kampala ne Wakiso. Egenda kulemberwa Honorable Alisemera Jane Babiha. Ate tenti eyabaddemu abavubuka oba youth mugenda kubeeramu abantu okuva Acholi ne Lango, bagenda kulemberwamu Dr. Diriwazu Zaituni. Omwabadde entrepreneurs oba abasuubuzi mugenda kubeeramu West Nile ng'ekulembeddwa Honorable Auma Juliana. Okulonda kugenda kubeera kusimba nnyiriri, ate ebivuddemu byakubeera nga birangirirwa nga mumaze okubigatta. Mabibi na mabwana, tunawakaribisha tena kwa tenti ya kwanza. Tenti ya kwanza ni tenti itakuwa na watu wa Karamoja, ndio wazee walikuwa jana. Tenti ile wazee walikuwa jana, kutakuwa Karamoja na kiongozi atakuwa James Tweheyo, Honorable James Tweheyo. Tenti yenye likuwa na PWs, watu wa Kigezi, Ankole, Rwenzori, Bunyoro, kiongozi atakuwa Dr. Tanga Odoi. Tenti ambao ilikuwamu maveterans jana watakuwa huko Teso, Bugisu, Sebeyi, Bukedi, Busoga, na kiongozi atakuwa Honorable Jachan Fred Omach. Na tenti ambayo ilikuwa na wa historicals patakuwa huko Luwero, Greta Mukono, Greta Masaka, Greta Mubende, Mpigi. Tena kiongozi atakuwa Ambassador Major Retired James Kinowe. Tenti ya jana ambaye ilikuwa na wanawake ama na wamama, all women, patakuwa huko Greta Kampala pamoja na Wakiso. Kiongozi atakuwa Honorable Alisemela Jane Babiha. Tena tent ambaye ilikuwa na vijana ama chile kinaitwa youth, patakuwako Acholi, Lango, Acholi pamoja na Lango. Kiongozi atakuwa Diriwaru Zaituni. Tena tent ambayo itapokea watu wa West Nile ni tent ambayo ilikuwa na entrepreneur, wale wafanyaje wa pesa. West Nile ndiye itakuwa huko. Kiongozi atakuwa Honorable Auma Juliana Modest. Na kumaliza kupiga kura, kura itakuwa kwa line. Alafu wakimaliza moja kwa moja, mutahisabu kura moja kwa moja. Basebo na banyabo tuli kubagambira mwena himuraze mwarugaha. Tenti yokubanza nahabire haliho ba elders ninga ba muzehi ahi babire bali nyomwazo. Haraza kuba haliho region ya Karamoja kandi araza kuba jebembire baramweta Honorable James Tweheyo. Tenti ya kabiri ne yabire limu ba PWs ninga bantu abino buli muhamubiri. Haraza kuba haliyo Kigezi Ankole hamwe na Rwenzori na Bunyoro. Dr. Tanga Odoyi ni wara abayebembire akakaruru. Then ahabire hari ba veterans. Tente janye mwaze yabire limu ba veterans. Haraza kuba hari hoteso, hari yoteso, hari yobugisu, hari yosebeyi, hari yobukedi, hari yobusoga, kandi araba bebembire ni Jachan Fred. Then tente yabire limu ba historicals nyomwazo. Haraza kuzamu Gureta Masaka, Ruwero, na Gureta Mukono, na Gureta Mubende hamwe na Mpiji. Gureta Ruwero, Gureta Mukono, Gureta Masaka, Gureta Mubende na Mpiji muraza kuba mwebembirwe Honorable Ambassador Major Retired James Kinove. Okay, aha mukono gwanje ahabire hari ba youth nyomwazo. Haraza kuba hariyo Acholi, Lango, kandi arabebembere baramweta Diriwaru Zaitun. Diriwaru Zaitun ni warabembere akarurako. Akaruru karaza kutererwa mu nyiriri kandi twamara bakabale kabone kurangirirwa mwebale mnongo. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I request cleaners to clear the tents because delegates are complaining, most especially where West Nile is supposed to be brought from is very, very dirty. Wakiso, okay. Ushers, kindly direct delegates. When I read the tent where people are supposed to go, kindly direct them. Because you know the tents which were occupied by veterans, youth, what yesterday. So direct delegates. Delegates are stuck. Direct them.
To front. Kuliko n'omubaka omukyalo
nti waliwo omukubo ajokomyawo fomu zezo
mu basunsuddwa olwaleero kuliko n'omubaka omukyalo w'ekibuga Masaka Juliet Kakande Nakabuye n'omubaka wa Kimanya Kabonera Dr. Bedi Bwanika era bano bawadde ensonga lwaki bajjidde mu kibiina kino ekya Democratic Front.
Tumanye nti ku nsonga ezikwatagana n'omuti fekyakulamirako eby'ebitundu ebirala saba buli omu ategeere n'oyo ateesindeewo Democratic Front ekibiina kigenda okuwonya bannayuganda effugabbi
ekyabateeketeeke eky'abantu abalina obwongo Democratic Front.
Mu mbeera eno waliwo ne bannamawulire abasunsuddwa okuli Birimu ye Matovu Michael eyeegwanyiza ekifo ky'omubaka wa Kalungu West ne Morris Mukiibi ng'ono yeegwanyiza ekifo ky'omubaka wa Mawogola South era bano bajjidde mu mizira n'enduulu. Bano balambuludde bye bagenda okukola singa abalonzi babeesiga ne babakwasa obukulembeze.
Bannakalungu ngenda kubeera muwulize gye muli, sigenda kwegulumiza, ngenda bakiikirira, saawudde mu nsibuko ya muntu nga saawudde ku nzikiriza na ddiini ya muntu, kubanga mwenna muli bantu ba Ssaabasajja Kabaka.
Tulina embeera ey'ensimbi kati eziva mu local government butereevu ne zigenda mu ggwanika ly'eggwanga, naye ng'okudda zijja ku nfudu enkulaakulana ne service delivery n'eba nga tetuuka. Twetaaga okuddayo okwekennenya amateeka okulaba engeri abantu baffe gye basobola okufunamu service delivery obulungi.
Abalala abeesimbye ku bifo eby'enjawulo mu bbendobendo ery'e Masaka bagamba nti Oweekitiibwa Mathias Mpuuga Nsamba ye yabazimba mu by'obufuzi nga bwe batyo balina essuubi ddene mu kibiina ky'azimbye nti kyakutambulira ku mulamu ogw'amazima n'obwenkanya.
Tuteekwa okuba nga tutereezezza amateeka
eyabaddemu abantu abayina obulemu ku mubiri ba PWs eggulo kugenda kubeerayo Kigezi, Ankole, Lwenzooli ne Bunyoro. Agenda bakulemberamu agenda okubeera Honorable Odoi Tanga. Ba Ashers bwe muba temwabaddewo eggulo laba Asha akutwaleyo akulage gy'olina okugenda. Ba Asha baffe bambadde t-shirt enjeru nga bataddeko ka reflector baka apron akayero. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala. Omwabadde ba veterans tenti eggulo ewabadde ba veterans tenti eyo eri ku mukono gwange ogwa ddyo mu kibangirize muno mwe tuli yeri awali president egenda kubeeramu Teso, Bugisu, Sebeyi, Bukedi, Busoga. Omuntu agenda bakulembera mu kalulu ako agenda kubeera Honorable Jachan Fred Omach. Aha. Tent omwabadde ba historicals. Tent eyo egenda kubeeramu Gureta Masaka, Luwero, Gureta Mukono, Gureta Masaka ne Gureta Mubende wamu n'empigi. Omuntu agenda bakulemberamu ye Honorable Ambassador Major Retired James Kinobe. Tent emwabadde abakyala, tent omwabadde abakyala eggulu. Mumanyi nti abakyala babadde ne bakuba akalulu kaabwe. Mugenda kubeeramu Gureta Kampala and Wakiso. Omuntu agenda bakulemberamu agenda okubeera Honorable Alisemera Jane Babiha. Tent eyabaddemu abavubuka oba youth eggulo wagenda kugendayo abantu aba Acholi and Lango. Omuntu agenda bakulemberamu agenda okubeera Honorable Diriwali Zaitun. Tent eyabaddemu ba entapulirwa eri ku mukono gwange ogwa ddyo ba entapulirwa omukono gwange ogwa ddyo owabadde ba historicals yeyo awabadde akalulu akabadde akakasameme mukategedde eri ku mukono gwange ogwa ddyo ba historicals eri ku mukono gwange ogwa kkono emabega president gyali watudde.
Damo bagamba ba historicals siyena zabayona batuifu bagamba abamu babulidde ku wano basoma kano bagambe nti si wano wabula eri emabega wa president nyamba bantu mukwano gwange.
Kati omwabadde ba entrepreneur ku mukono gwange ogwa ddyo kugendayo West Nile nga bagenda kubeera nga bakulembeddwa Auma Julian Modest. Okukuba akalulu kujja kubeera
grounds, where the Nrm party is holding its 2025 National Delegates Conference. Of course, it is the D-Day where they are electing positions in the top management of the party, and that is what we have always referred to as SEC, the Central Executive Committee of the Nrm party. To witness or to preside over this exercise is the President and the party chairman of NRM, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Now, as we speak, we are heading to the real voting, where we understand voting has been maintained at the lining up level. So I am here to give you the details that indeed we shall keep it on UBC, and I want to start by interacting with some of the candidates if possible. But if we don't get the candidate, because they are all up and down to ensure that they mobilize the voters or delegates at this particular moment to ensure that their vote can be counted in their own favor. For the starters, we are beginning with the election of the second national vice chairperson female, where the battle is between the incumbent Honorable Rebecca Alitwala Kadaga and the Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Anita Among. So this is what we are going to witness on your screens. We will be giving you the images as they unfold here at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds. But of course, the accusations, allegations of bribery and manipulation of delegates and voters is what most of the candidates are speaking to almost every minute. And indeed, the party chairperson, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, has also emphasized that indeed, if the party is to strengthen the democracy, they must ensure that the ground is leveled. Of course, at a certain point, he had to raise up and still speak to the delegates who were campaigning and holding placards and posters of different candidates. The president or the chairman of the NRM maintained that as today is a voting day, there was no need of holding more campaigns at this particular venue. So the level of the democracy the NRM party is taking up is what has shaped the discussion of our political talk throughout the entire week, and we know by the outcomes of the voting of today, we also carry on this debate to check and balance whether the party's line of holding such elections is the best, what fits the interest or even the principles of democracy in the current evolving world. I'm Robert Onyango. We are here as UBC with our colleagues Jordan Lukomwa and the rest to ensure that you don't miss any moment of this election. The Right Honorable Rebecca Kadaga, if I may just give you a sample, when she was addressing the delegates or the conference, she did hit about the issue of commercialization of politics. This is a topic which is causing a lot of dust from different camps, different candidates, and almost not only from the NRM party, but the entire political sphere, that everyone is very much worried that indeed if we go with this trend where politics has been commercialized, then at the end of the day, we are likely to have, I cannot say mediocres, but of course this is going to be politics dominated by money. Like without money, you will not be in position to take up any position of leadership, not only in party of NRM, but across the entire political spheres of Uganda. So Rebecca Kadaga was very emphatic on that matter, that indeed the party chairman and the party at large should look into, scrutinize the manner and the amount of money being used in such a political period and in such a political process is beyond imagination. So Kadaga also had to highlight on the issue of delegates alteration. Some delegates have been arrested from the registrars. Some delegates have been manipulated. So these are issues, according to her, she thinks already the ground is not leveled. She wants the party to pay attention to such issues, because she was even raising the issue of voting at night. Like, how can the party hold such an exercise in the darkness? For her, she still feels everything must be done in broad daylight, so that if she's to lose or win, it must be in broad daylight. But of course, we shall later on be engaging with the party delegate, or rather party secretariat, mainly those in charge of the Electoral Commission, to at least also hit about what exactly is causing these issues of voting at night. And of course, is there a matter to be worried? Is there a concern to be worried about voting at night? We are still here at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds, and the day is the National Delegates Conference of the NRM Party. Of course, we have been here since Monday, when the interest group of the NRM Party was holding such a similar kind of election. And of course, there are some issues which have also arisen from those elections. We are meant to understand that, to the extent that now the party chairman has promised he will be convening a special conference for the Youth and Entrepreneurship League election to ensure that they panel beat that election, basing on the fact that those elections did not succeed, were not conducted. So I will be interacting with some delegates here to ensure that we also have a feeling from what they feel, what has made them move from wherever they have come from to ensure that they come and be part of this process. Good afternoon, sir. You are live on UBC. Which district did you come from and how prepared are you for today's election?
We are already prepared because we know what we are going to do. Yes.
If you are not like specific to tell me the details of what particular candidate you are going to vote, but let me ask you this question. What are you voting for?
We are voting the second members of NRM and also who have put more effort so that NRM goes ahead. Yes.
Thank you. We'll make it a very interactive with the delegates here as we try to understand what exactly made them be part of this process. You are live on UBC TV, and let me get, first of all, your names, the district, and of course, a very simple question. If you are to vote today, in regardless of what particular candidate you choose to stand behind, what are the principles are you following?
Okay, I'm known by name is Nkutu Shaban. I'm from Buyende district, chairperson Nkondo sub-county. Really, this thing is challenging. We are now going to sit together actually and see which candidate confidently are we going to vote really.
So for now you have not yet decided?
Yes, not yet decided. Not yet decided.
Okay, away from which candidate, what issues are you voting for?
No, I have to vote for the candidate which can at least really have some developmental things in her or his capacity. So we are going also to look for their manifestos, and I'm going to use this ample time I have given, and then I pass through their manifesto. From there, immediately, I'm going to decide and I vote.
Well, thank you. Yeah. Well, that is some of the ideas and the views from such delegates. Let me just get Madame Juliet here. Agasha is from?
Mitoma.
Mitoma. Oh, nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
You have been here throughout the entire day?
Yes, I came in the morning.
Came in the morning. It's by lining up. Yes. Are you prepared?
I'm very prepared.
You're not fearing?
I'm very used. I have my choices and I'm not scared. I'll line behind the people I believe can help us and work for the party. So I'm not scared. Ready to line.
Well, thank you. And you?
Thank you. Woman MP Mbarara District. I'm Woman MP Mbarara District. My name's Yevare Margaret Reviambu. As I've told you, this is Western Region. I'm from Mbarara District. And I'm prepared to vote. I've been here since morning. I listened to Museveni. I listened to what was going around. We are happy. The time has come. We are going to line behind the people. We are only hoping the voting is going to be voting. Yes.
Honorable, when you listen through very carefully in the address of the two candidates for second national vice chairperson rather female, Honorable Kadaga and Honorable Anite, who is the better candidate of the two?
For that one, I cannot tell, really. Because I'm a member of parliament, I have served under Anita Mongi. I came in when I used to look at Kadaga and I would, like be inspired because she's one of the ladies in this country that as young people we grew up looking up to. But as we came in, she was getting out. So these two, both of them have worked for this country. So we are going to decide, yes. The voting is really going to decide.
Thank you. Honorable Fadil, the floor is yours. I don't want to ask you any question other than giving this microphone to you. Speak about today's exercise.
Thank you very much. My name is Twala Fadil. I'm a current member of parliament representing the people of Tingay County and Flag Bearer. I come from Sebei sub-region, and people from Sebei sub-region love NRM so much. And they love President Museveni so much. We are just here to exercise the democracy of our party, where we are going to elect our leaders. And right now, currently, we are going to elect the second national vice chairperson, female. And
the position which has divided parliament.
Yes, that's the position that has divided parliament, but members, the delegates has the will, and they know whom they want to vote. And this position is only for mobilizers. We want to vote somebody who is able to mobilize for us. And as we speak, we can see that our party, it's a very big party. The person we are seeing that can hold that is none other than Honorable Anita Among Anit. And that one has support from Sebei and the entire country. It is about mobilization, nothing more.
Just one moment. If to ask you this question in a polite way, when you look at the issue of commercialization of politics, it scares most of us away from politics. What trend are we taking as a country and as a party? Are we safe?
Actually, commercialization of politics is bad. We condemn. But you see, sometimes it is alleged by weak candidates. They sit and then they emerge and then they say they have commercialized politics as a way of running away from their voters. Because somebody can come and then in goodwill you say you want people to take water. Is that bad? Because people have been waiting for you. So even that one, I think that one I cannot say it, and I can't say anything, but I know commercializing is bad.
Water during politics is not bad. That's according to Honorable Fadil Twaha from Tengei County. Well, thank you. We are continuing, and the delegates are going for voting. I now give this microphone to my comrade Jordan Rukomwa,
yes,
and he carry on the discussion.
Yes, thank you so much, Robert Onyango, and the people you have been talking to. To you watching UBC TV, we are still coming to you live from the Independence Grounds here at Kololo, and we are talking to the different delegates as they are here part of the delegates conference of the National Resistance Movement. Nina fesi wano simpya eri buli muntu agoberera ebifa mu NRM. Twagala okumanya omuntu ono yaani era yaani mu NRM. Abamulaba bamutegeere nnyabo oli otya?
Ndi bulungi sebo neyanza nnyo.
Gwani era gwani mu NRM?
Amanya gange mpitibwa Muhaye Betty. Mama Janet Museveni gwe mumanyi mwenna nga ndi wano ku lunaku lw'olwaleero tugenda kulonda olukiiko lwa Seeke naye nze omulamu bwange bwonna ng'ategeeza Abannayuganda abali eyo tuzze kulonda Kadaaga.
Lwaki?
Kadaaga nze neesibye ku nsonga bbiri. Kadaaga yajja weekoma ku kisanja kya pulezidenti najja weekoma ku kisanja ku myaka egya pulezidenti singa takyali pulezidenti singa teyali mukazi muvumu n'abeera nga tamwagala yandibadde agamba sijja kubijjako n'asigala nga taddamu kufuga ekyo kyokka nze kyenjagala bamulonde bamujjukire bamujjukire omulimu gwe yakola.
Bajja gamba okampaininga mu kulonda.
Twogera bintu byakoze kubanga omuntu bw'obeerawo omuntu abeera n'emikwano gye kyogamba NRM talina mikwano gyayo. Pulezidenti okuva yajja mu buyinza talina mikwano gye tamanyi baani bamuyambako alina mikwano gye naye ekimuta muzeeyi talina mukwano. Omuntu yenna ajja gwagenda naye naye Kadaaga kijja tukola bubi nga bamukubye akalulu kijja tukola bubi naye yenyini kijja mukosa.
Tweyanziza nnyo.
Tweyanziza sebo.
Okay. Muganda wange Kisubi alina wano omu ku bakandidate ba Buganda bayagala okwogerako nabo naye nga gwatulaba ku Star TV tuli Kololo tukuleetera butereevu. Delegates Conference ya National Resistance Movement bali mukulonda bakulembeze ku mitendera enjawulo. Kisubi tuwe kyolina.
Weewaawo ndi wano era ndooza otulaba bulungi Kololo wano tugenda mu maaso n'okubanga tukutuusaako butereevu National Delegates Conference nga bwetambula. Ndi wano ne mukulu Sewava Serubiri twagala okwogeramu naye tulabe lwaki asazeewo okwesimbawo ku kifo kino okutwaliza wamu. Mukulu Serubiri, lwaki osazeewo olunaku olwaleero naawe n'ogamba nti omulundi guno ekisanja kino nteekeddwa okuba nga neesimbawo?
Ekisooka mbadde groomed. Pulezidenti waffe ow'eggwanga yatukwatako nga tuli bato atuguluminze ate azze atubuulira buli lunaku ng'atugamba nti ensonga muzoogerenga wabeerawo nga labye ebitali bituufu. Nze ekisinza okundeeta is to bridge the gap. Waliwo omuwaatwa munene wakati w'abakulembeze n'abantu be bakulembera era olaba bwe tuli wano abantu be bakulembera bano tebalina direction, tebalina muntu abadirectinga. Kankuwa ekyokulabirako abavubuka balonze ennaku 3 bakyalonda eyo gap nnene mugiraba. Abantu babonaabona ab'NRM bano bemulaba wano omuntu n'ava eggulu okujja okufuna obufunyika ttaaga ako taaga. Lwaki omuntu ava eggulu okufuna ttaaga ye NRM agifunira e Kampala? Lwaki ttaaga ze NRM tebazifunira ng'eyo accreditation nekolebwa nga ku bitole byabwe?
Mwami Serubiri, abantu baffe bangi beebuuza nti ekifo kino oba ebifo bino bye mugendamu ebya SEC nti tekuli musaala ne lwaki waliwo duo die ku bifo bino. Oli ayinza okugamba nti lwaki tolekera banno, lwaki tolekera Honorable Kasolo, lwaki tolekera Honorable Kalangwa.
Nsaba Honorable Kasolo andekere ne Honorable Kalangwa balina political baggage. Oli minister, oli chairman wa NRM, oli omululu gwe gusinza okutasumbuwa. Talina nnyo kyasobola kukola kubanga ewuwe yagwa. Honorable Kasolo ewuwe Kalangwa, ate Kalangwa yali bubi nnyo. Ekisooka talina na moral authority emusaanira kwesimbawo mu kifo kyonna. Kubanga district emu bweti yamulemu okutereeza Kayunga. Kati osobola kungamba nti district ekulemye ate otereeze Uganda. Lastly, n'okugwa tebawangulangako. Ekyote Honorable Wenwa yesimbyewo gy'ava.
Okay. Kale.
Ndowooza nti abantu abo president yandiba
tweyanze.
We abadde muganda Museveni has been just getting 1 or 2 delegates as they prepare to go voting, and mainly in his speech he has maintained that indeed the delegates should maintain peace. It should be a very peaceful election other than trying to fight as if the world is going to end today. That has been the message of the president, and we expect he will be making it almost at every interval. We are not very sure that he will be there throughout the entire voting process, but of course we will give you the images whenever we will get him. So on your screens, those are delegates who are still trying to contemplate on which side they should take, because voting is happening at almost every tent here. Northern Uganda region has a tent, Eastern Uganda region has a tent, Ankole and Western, they have their tents here, and of course all the regions, to ensure that they take part in this noble process of electing the Central Executive Committee leaders. So we'll be making this interactive as we also get to know what exactly is happening inside there, the tents. I can see many delegates here trying to move left and right. I'm being joined by an agent of Honorable Dr. Chris Baryomosi. You are very smart. Which region, which district are you from, first and foremost?
Thank you very much.
What are your names, first and foremost?
Thank you very much. My name is Underbat Richard Baker. I am from Koboko district, West Nile sub-region. I am the official agent of Dr. Chris Baryomosi from Koboko district.
If I may ask, how can you describe your candidate?
Oh, such a wonderful man. He's a brain worker. He's down to earth. He knows how to articulate issues, especially matters of national importance, matters of regional integration, matters of peaceful cohesion, among others. And he's a very, very intelligent and kind man. So therefore, he's the rightful candidate that can bring in new ideas for our mighty party and support our chairman, His Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Tibuhaburwa Museveni, so that we can continue to protect the gains in these forthcoming elections.
Thank you.
Thank you too.
That has been the agent of Honorable Dr. Chris Baryomosi, who is contesting for the position of Vice Chairperson NRM Party in charge of Western Uganda. I now cross over to Jordan Michael Rukomwa to take you to the next phase of this broadcast. I said we are going to be here at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds until the last man leaves.
Yes, thank you so much, Robert Onyango. We are still coming to you live from Kololo Independence Grounds, where the National Resistance Movement are holding their National Delegates Conference. I have members here. I can see Mr. Mbarara Erika. I once met you at Katuna during the days when the border had issues. Then the Honorable Minister David Bahati and another NRM member. Let me start with you, sir. What do you make of the event since Monday to where we are?
For me, what I see here is the strength of the party.
Okay.
Because when you look around and you see members, of course they are happy, much as the organization is not all that good, but people are happy. We have met different regions and we are enjoying, we are talking to each other. We have met the chairman of the party and our ministers and honorable MP. So we are going to vote our choices. So I think the program is moving on very well.
Okay.
Yes.
As the media, we have a duty to bring out people's views. You said the organization has some things you think are not going good. Let the organizers know. What is that you think needs to be corrected? Maybe next time, or as the event goes on.
Especially voting. We are overcrowding in one area.
Okay.
And that gives a room for manipulation.
Okay.
So they should have put us in 2 regions. Then we vote according to the region and a smaller number. Then maybe we come up with a credible
kind of result.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr. and team. That is for you. Let me have a word with the Honorable Minister. Honorable, how are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
What do you make of the event since Monday to where we are?
Well, I think we are moving on quite well. We are implementing our principle number 4 of democracy as a party.
Yes.
And given the experience of the primaries and where we have reached now, we want to ensure that the selection of members of SEC is free of any irregularities. And that's the reason why we have gone into now regions. And we hope that the members will be able to elect leaders that the party deserves, and we hope that at the end of the election, we shall deserve the leaders that we'll have as members of SEC. And we're very grateful for His Excellency the President, who has kept here up to now. He's still with us. He has moved around to exercise and see how the members are electing. And we hope that at the end of the day, we shall certainly have the leaders that the delegates will elect.
Okay. Various people, including now the Right Honorable Kadaga, have decried commercialization. Yesterday I heard the Deputy Speaker and very many other people. Commercialization of elective politics. It has even come into inter-party elections within parties. As somebody that has been in leadership for some good time, you have elections. What do you make of this issue that people are crying loud about?
Well, it's a duty of all members. It's a duty of all members to make sure that the principle number 1 of our Constitution, Article 1, which says that the power belongs to the people, should be upheld. And that can be upheld by the voters resisting any manipulation, the voters resisting bribery, but at the same time, leaders, those that are going to vie for leaders, ensuring that character remains at the center of this election. It is important to note that clean politics is better than dirty politics. And we want to ensure that this does not turn into the power, the article that says the power belongs to the people, does not turn into that the power belongs to money. Okay. So we appeal to all members to ensure that we focus on character, we focus on the manifesto of the different candidates, and we ensure that we all together fight irregularities We all together fight manipulation. We all together fight any form that will discredit our election.
Honorable, as somebody that has been in elections for some time, what do you think has given birth to this commercialization? Or whom should we blame, or what should we blame? Everybody has a different view. What would be your view? What do you think
I think at the end of the day, we shall have to have reforms. We shall have to have reforms as a party in terms of the primaries, the way we conduct them, whether actually we should now continue with adult suffrage, vis-a-vis colleges. We shall have reforms. For example, we have different systems across the world that are helping. In UK, they have campaign financing act, campaign financing law, which caps the amount of money. For example, in the UK, a member of parliament can only spend up £27,000, which is around 150 million. So we need some
89, 90, 91, 92, 91,
where people now campaign as for the party as a party, and then the party sits and looks at who should represent people where. So this is one of the things that we have to look at. So in a nutshell, we are looking at the necessary reforms to ensure that monetization of politics can be eliminated. That and one of the reforms which we have implemented is actually ensuring that a vote means one man, one vote, and digitization of the process of elections, for example, where we are looking to look at the fingerprints, at the facial, in the January elections, will go a long way in helping to remove some other irregularities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ronald. Yes, Mr. Mbarara Erika. Nugambashi.
Tineshonga.
Uliotia.
Tineshonga. Mazina Mbarara Erika, ndaruga Katuna Town Council, kai chairman wa NRM.
Katuna negambachi.
Katuna ibonire.
Nagamba nawe nkabachinjire border.
Buriya yate kabonera.
Sawage business nereta.
Irakoraje.
Bulichonto chona chate.
Kirije ntarutuzi cyane ho ati turatayirana. Turaza Rwanda n'abanyarwanda babareje.
Rebo mukamereje.
N'abanyarwanda bareje. Wituniko turaza wabo. So tineshonga border tubonire munonga.
Buchintu chona
kirije.
Kandi delegates conference wagire vota.
Atuko okunagireba nka chairman wa Katuna Town Council abwa NRM njwekira abantu na ni jabwa bwabo gumukono kuko kibina kiragira ngo buri myaka 5 turunda bebembezi kana bakutuhere kutugashira kuri mucyaro wetu mu magombora gaitu so ati nijo turimeri izoba turi abesimbire baza kugamba nitwe ari abagambe bibakozire nebenda gukora so ati turindire ngo shahike turondemu abembezi abasa kutukorera kibina kitu kiguma kinamani mu Uganda
kandi nahura nti ba delegates babashashwire sente
barabe
watunga sente
nyoti katunjere bashingiye tika tunjere bashingiye mwe ibyo turarya NRM niri kubigura ikutoa cha mushana na transport kujitoa
toka tunjire sente
tika tunjire shingiye yo kubemwe
we bare mnonga
we no kunyakira no kujya mpireze yanga mwiri ndandira musabantu bakatuna Town Council tukubaciciraje hamwe n'abantu bakabari we bari
sebo. How are you mzee?
I'm all right, sir. I am retired Sergeant Anito Valeriani.
Okay.
NRM Chairperson Karungu. NRM Administrative Secretary Buweju District.
Have you voted?
Not yet.
Okay, but
because my voting is to near take place just in a few minutes.
Okay.
Yes, please.
So how have you seen the process?
The process so far so good. Accreditation has been very good. Serving meals very good. But we are overwhelmed. Because you can see from my card, I am support staff. We are overwhelmed by a huge number. Okay. But we managed to control, and the headquarters secretariat has done everything possible to make this function a success.
We wish you all the best. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. We are still coming to you live from Kololo Independence Grounds, where the National Resistance Movement are holding their National Delegates Conference among the preps for 2026 do-or-die elections. Chisubi has somebody to talk to, my colleague here. Let us give them the room to get to know what exactly they have.
Wewa watrabo mlunji nyimiridde wano ne mwami Okechono ng'era naye delegate olunaku olwaleero azze okubanga alonda. Sebo nsanyusa okulaba.
Yes, Sebo. Yes. Ninze John Francis Okecho, ndi mwana wa Bugiri, era ninze NRM flag bearer wa Bugiri municipality.
Kyekikulese wano olunaku olwaleero ani akusikiriza ogamba nti nawe leero kojje wano?
Olwaleero ndi wano nga delegate era ndi kujja kulonda candidate wange Jordan Asimwe Akiki gwe ndi kwenda nga national vice chairperson Western. Ku lwansonga ni dino ife ng'abaana Uganda population y'abantu abazira mirimo enaku dino n'abangi. Jordan ono tumuboinemu ensonga because mwana mukozi era alikuwanirira abaana Uganda bangi. Saawa eno wendogerera alikuzimba factory dit ibiri, eyindi eri mu Sebei region, eyindi eri mu Karamoja region. Region yange factory eyindi ya cement, factory eyindi eri kujja kola marbles. Region yange yenva mu ngeye Busoga. Saawa eno Busoga erankinga namba 2 mu bantu abanaku. We tunakozesa omuvubuka ono okwidda mu Busoga, abavubuka baife abazira emirimu bona basobola kufuna ku chance okusobola kubaaku n'emirimo. Era kyova ife tuvireyo okuwagira omuvubuka ono tubone nti twena ng'ebusoga tusobola okuva mu mbeera gye tulimu nga tulina omuntu gwe tusobola kutuukirira.
Nkweyanziza ate bwe tuba tugenze ku kyafimeno awo wo ogenda nana ku right honorable ne right honorable bonna kanjogere bwetu.
Nze ndi member wa NEC. Bwe twali mu State House wiki yeneno twakola proposal eye Museveni president waife nga ni national chairman wa party eno. Twamukoba nti abaana babiri bano abawala babiri bano bona bawala bo batwale obakozese bakole emirimu gya pate, tutayawula muki pate. Twawa abawala bano chance okujja bene okutesagana, omu batu ajje direct, owundi president amwete okusinzira ku constitution yaife bwekolaki bwekoba. Aye bona bwe twaba wa chance eyo bona baidamu empuitu baloba kukolaki kutegeragana. Kyendidi mu numba ya baba timu wa birungi ife tuli kujja kusalawo ng'abalonzi bena abanasalawo because Busoga yonka tineri kujja kulonda wano. Uganda yona eri kujja kolaki eri kujja kulonda. So tuli kulinda tubone akalulu bwe kanaatambula. So tuli wano tuli kukola kakuyege muntu ku muntu tubone akalulu bwe kanaakolaki bwe kanaatambula.
Kale tweyanziza omanyi national chairman wamwe abaganye okunoonya akalulu saawa eno. Yabagambye nti ebyakalulu bikome.
Akalulu nze mbaire mu kalulu tunoonya akalulu paka saawa ya box. Era saawa eno tukali mu kalulu paka wetunamaaliriza kukolaki okulonda. Era abaana Uganda mutegere nti tukali mu kalulu era tunoonya akalulu paka saawa esembayo.
Kale tweyanziza
John Francis Okecho omubaka waimwe wa Bugiri municipality.
Weewaawo negatiddwako delegate omulala era njagala naye twogeraganyemu mpulire ki kyagamba. Bannayuganda bakulaba butereevu ku UBC TV, Star TV, amanya gafisewo.
Amanya nze Robert Rwakandale Ssaabakunzi okuva maka g'omukulembeze w'eggwanga General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, president w'eggwanga lino Uganda. Bulijjo abantu ntajja kubagamba nti president Katonda gwe yiwaka mafuta.
Egwe Ssaabakunzi.
Ssaabakunzi.
Njagala kubuuza lwaki akalulu kano konna mu pate munda buli omu yenna complaininga sente nti sente ziyitiridde mu kalulu kano.
Sijja kwogera kyesinaba kulaba naye nze mbadde nsaba Bannayuganda manyi waliwo okuwulira n'okuwuliriza n'okuteeka mu nkola byawukanamu. Twala musono nsooka okwebaza ekitiibwa pulezidenti w'eggwanga lino yenewe kukuta Museveni nga chairman wa party olwaba na Uganda okumutekamu obwesige olw'ebirungi byazakolera eggwanga no Uganda manyi osobola kubeera omukulembeze kyenkugambye kino era gondooza omusajja ayetegerezanya ebintu bya Bayibuli amafuta kyawukanamu eggwanga emyaka 4 nga likyayina emirembe sikyakusaaga okitiibwa president wali akyogera nagamba emirembe kintu kikulu emirembe linga liiso kino kireetera abantu bona okukungaana okuva mu ensonda z'ensi kitegeeza mirembe awatali emirembe tetusobola kwekungaanyiza wano naye ayagala nnyo tuwulirize ebyaba atugamba bw'oba oyagala omuntu owulira kyakugamba yatugambye amasomero enguudo amasanyalaze amasomero bya bonna naye sinyingiza yawaka sibwa tugambye ekyo koranze kuyitako n'osula enjala amasezi gakuyitako n'osula enjala so buvunaanyizibwa bwa bannayuganda okuwulira emirembe eno okugikozesa obulungi gwegifune mu Uganda era nensaba n'abavubuka obutakkiriza mu byobufuzi ebyokulwana era n'abannayuganda beesimbyeyo bonna obutakozesa ebyobufuzi ebya tribe ono ebyayawula mu mawanga ono kabira eno eno ngwanda ddiini eno bw'olwala bw'ogenda mu ddwaliro teri ddagala lyakabirayo
naye bino byonna byoyogerako wano wennyini era babyogeddeko nti bawuliddewo okweyawulayawula mu mawanga ne mu madiini wano mu kalulu ke tuli
kyova olaba pulezidenti Yoweri Kaguta Museveni azaabirwanyisa kuva 1996 ng'arwanyisa ebintu bya tribe bintu bubi bw'ogenda mu ddwaliro teri musaayi gwakabirayo bw'olwala toyita kabirayo oba toyita ogamba omusawo nyamba omusaayi gwakuteekamu tomanyi gwakabira ki oba tomanyi gwa ddiini ki so bannayuganda mu byobufuzi tetukozesa tribe na kabira tukozese manifesto oli kyagenda kukola busobozi ki bwayina bw'omwetegereza mu mwaka luwulu kusinziira ku busobozi bwe si ddiini ye si kabira mu byobufuzi bw'obeera n'edduukaayo ng'ogenda kugenda mu dduuka eddiini yo si yeggulamu yokka oba tribe si yeggulamu yokka bannayuganda bebakola ki bebagula so mbebaza bannayuganda okwagala okitiibwa General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni nga pulezidenti w'eggwanga lino Uganda era obuwagizi bukyaliwo ekibiina kyakirwanira barwana kukiyingira kibiina kya mukisa kibiina kirungi so mbebaza bannayuganda mwebali okwagala okitiibwa pulezidenti teri lutano teri kurwana buli omu ayogera munne tuli famire emu era tuli ttiimu emu mu kibiina kyayina baza nga UBC omulimu gwe mukola mukama abawo mukisa
weewaawo kaŋŋende eri Jordan Lukomwa ate abeere nga kale kansooke mpulire ate omukyalo ono nekyaga nsanyusa okulaba oli bulungi
I'm okay.
You okay?
Yes, I'm Analur from Zombo district.
What brings you here?
Okay, we came here for electing our leaders, the SEC and the NEC, from all the regions of Uganda.
Sure.
Yes.
So far, how do you see?
Everything went on smoothly. I'm very happy with my President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for welcoming us all the way from Zombo, that is Greater Nebi in West Nile, for coming and meeting new friends, going to actually electing people from all regions, not only that side of the region should select only their people, but all over the 4 regions we are supposed to elect, and I'm very happy for that. That's why I've chosen in the one of Karamosha, who is John Rex Ashile, who was once our RDC of Zumbu. He worked with us smoothly. And actually, I'm very happy when I meet you people here trying to interview. I felt that I should also give thanks to my Excellency for bringing us together. We met friends, and we crossed across to know that what is happening around Uganda. I'm Obima Beatrice, Treasurer, Mainstream, Zombo.
Thank you so much.
My last message is to my Museveni that I'm very happy that he has done everything well. Let him remember our road. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Kale katugende eri Jordan
Yes, kisubi kiri kitya?
Kiri okay.
Tuli wano ku Independence Grounds e Kololo tukutusaako National Delegates Conference eya NRM nga twogera n'abakulembeze n'abantu abalala. Nina abakyala babiri abawangudde okulonda kw'abakyala olunaku lw'eggulo. Ninaho mukyala Enid Mwesige nga yawangudde akalulu k'abakyala. Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon.
Yes, I will hold it for you. So, how was it yesterday?
Yesterday, it was a very good day for me. It was a blessing actually from God that I made it perfectly well, that I stood to the post of National Vice Chairperson, Women's League, Western Region. I won highly with 98%. I got 1,704 votes, and my next competitor got 23 votes.
Okay. There is information out there that there were a lot of malpractice, that voting was not that clean, and there was money exchanging hands. We have talked to the organizers of the elections. We now have a chance to talk at least to a candidate who won. What is the picture? What could be the truth?
So what I want to tell...
Whom did you pay, if you paid anyone?
What I want to tell my fellow Ugandans, especially the women of Uganda, the strong supporters of NRM, I really want to tell you that there was nothing like bribing. Women, first of all, love our party as NRM in the whole country. Yes. They all love Museveni Wakazi, our president and the chairman of Uganda. So the fact that they see you as someone who is a strong supporter of the party, as a mobilizer of the party, as a strong supporter of NRM and our president, definitely they will be behind you. So we talked about ourselves, we explained to them, we talked about how we've worked for the party, especially how I have worked for the women, especially I'm from Chirura district, I have worked for the women of Chirura. I've been lobbying for them. I have my full network, working hand in hand with my husband, who is Ambassador Honorable Kano Fred Mwesije. I would go to all those ministries and lobby for them and get the programs for the women from government programs for women from the government and give them to women. I would lobby and would bring trainings for them. I would help and support them to open up circles.
So that's why they voted for you?
I would even go, I even went with my team to the president and lobbied for a circle. And the president gave us money to support us as women.
So,
and
what
this
next?
Circle is called Chirura Community Women Circle.
Yes,
so when I explain to my fellow women that this time I want to go to a higher level and lobby for the whole country, as long as you are the supporter of NRM, as long as you're a woman, because me, I have passion for women and I have been fighting for women. And really, women rewarded me by giving me 98%.
Okay.
Yes.
So what next, in just a few words?
What next? Like I told them, we are going to work using the NRM manifesto. We are going to support women using all those programs that are entitled for women. We shall make sure that at least I'm going to make sure that I'm the voice of the voiceless women, right from the cell level, that we lobby for them, get them more programs, get them more trainings
to support their livelihoods.
We shall make sure there is a change in their lives.
We wish you all the best. Let me talk to this colleague of yours also. Which one did you win, madam?
Good afternoon. Captain Grace Omron is my name. Yes. I'm a flight captain. I stood in for the post of Vice Chairperson, Eastern Region, and I won massively. I won about around 90%.
Yes. We are told, and there is information, that there were rigging activities and malpractices. We have talked to the organizers. As a candidate, what did you see? One may think, yes, you will not tell us the truth, but it is now up to you.
No, I don't think whether there was really any sign of malpractice, because me, myself, I went to almost every district in Uganda because we are voted nationally. So there is no way I can pay money for somebody to come and vote for me.
What message do you have for the women that voted for you?
First of all, I want to thank that they came in their different districts and stood by me and voted for me.
Yes.
So it means they saw a leader in me. They saw a mobilizer in me, and they saw me as a strong person that is going to air out and become the voice of the voiceless women in this country. Yeah.
Thank you so much. We wish you all the best in your endeavors. Yes, we are talking to different leaders and people that have been part of this delegates conference here at Kololo Independence Grounds, where the NRM are holding their delegates conference. Now, we are witnessing a procedure that takes us to an election, the highly contested one that has all the eyes of the country. That's the vice chairperson for women, where the candidates are the former speaker and the current speaker. That is Right Honorable Anita Among and the Right Honorable Alitwala Kadaga. It's about to go on, and in fact there is a region here that is voting. Yes, there is a region here that is voting. We can see. Yes, if my cameraman can give you the picture.
Jordan, now what you are seeing on your screen is the real voting. This is what exactly brought us today. And there is the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Thomas Tayebwa, holding the portrait of Right Honorable Anita Among as delegates line behind him to cast their vote in as far as the voting for national chairperson female is concerned. The rest is between the two, the former speaker and the current speaker. All great men, rather great female, great women coming from the east. And by close of business, we would have known who is the winner of that race.
And as you can see, the deputy speaker,
you can hear the excitement from the delegates.
Is the
who are
agent
just waiting for the counting
for his
session
superior,
so that
that's
they
the
can
Speaker of
pocket their
Parliament,
victory.
Anita
And as I
Among.
said, this is the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable
Those are the lines
Thomas Tayebwa, holding
in her
the
support.
portrait
Let's have a
of
look
his
at the
boss.
other side
That is
of the Right Honorable Alitwala
Anita
Kadaga. Yes, this is the most
By the
contested
tail of the queues, I will not be in position to tell you who is winning, but you can see it yourself.
And we are
It is
having
a long queue.
2 lines.
Anita Oye, the excitement from some of the delegates.
Anita Oye! Winning team Oye! Anita Oye! The winning team Oye!
You enjoyed the rest of this coverage as it unfolds here
who respects president, who works for the interest, person to be rewarded. And this is none
Right Honorable Speaker, I can feel the excitement from the delegates. Equally, you as well.
Let me just the voters in the line for the Right Honorable Anita Among contesting.
No, I think we are mainly
women
NRM
NRM.
For some who will mobilize for the party.
We thank you so much for watching.
A moment, just Right Honorable. My camera person is just hidden somewhere. I don't want. Well, Right Honorable, let's go again.
I think we are voting, choosing between two great leaders of the party, like the president said. Right Honorable Kadaga has made a tremendous contribution. Right Honorable Anita has made a tremendous contribution. But now this position, I understand it to be a position for mobilization. Then after, Right Honorable Kadaga can be given the position of appointment by the president to sit among eminent persons who already include Dr. Wakana Rugunda, General Tafire, Dr. Chiyonga, Honorable Hudoreru, eminent. So I don't see any discount that Right Honorable Kadaga is being demoted, or we don't like her, no, we like her. But I think this is a position which we want to use for mobilization purposes.
Well, Right Honorable, there have been so many issues coming across this vote or this race. Some proposing they would have ring-fenced the position of Honorable Kadaga. Did you try also as a party to go through those means, like ensuring there's harmony, there's cohesion between the two candidates?
To me, these positions, they set a precedent in 2021. In 2021, they allowed Right Honorable Kadaga to stand with Honorable Namuganza. Now, which excuse would we give as a party to say that now, in 2025, Right Honorable Kadaga cannot stand with Right Honorable Anita? So the people who committed the original sin are those ones of 2021 who opened up. and they left the ones of the president and chairman of the party and first vice chairman ring-fenced. The other seat had also been ring-fenced some time back. Okay? So now, if they opened up, what do we do? Logic cannot apply. Otherwise, to me, if there had not been that precedent, I would say, okay, we continue ring-fencing. But since they opened up, let's continue. But these two great leaders have made a lot of contribution to the party. And whoever wins or whoever loses, okay? Not that it won't be because they are not important for the party or they are not needed. No, it is because of just strategy. And I hope the president can accommodate the other person so that both of them are in sync, because we need both of them as a party.
Lastly, Your Right Honorable, the debate about commercialization of politics. You yesterday hinted about when you were in Nakawa. Today, Right Honorable Rebecca Kadaga has talked about the same. What is the truth of the story?
No, I think we are going to have time we discuss it internally as a party. That will be the only issue, to discuss it internally as a party, guided by our chairman, the president, and we get medicine for it. But a very good example. I think, for example, if you put these elections at the regional level or at the district level, we wouldn't have this business of ferrying people, giving them accommodation. We would reduce on the cost. Yeah. Thank you.
That has been a very elaborate one with the Deputy Speaker of Parliament of Uganda, Right Honorable Thomas Tayebwa, speaking to us. Of course, he's holding the... And it's Anita Among. And as you have seen there, the elections are on course and you'll be waiting for the results in the end of the day.
UBC TV, we thank you so much for watching. We are still coming to you live here at Kololo Independence Grounds, where we are bringing you live the National Resistance Movement National Delegates Conference that is being held since Monday, and I think it will end tomorrow, and this is day 3. We have witnessed the start of elections today, and the hotly contested vice chairperson for women is the one that is ongoing. The processes have started with accreditation and verification of voters. That is happening now in their different districts and regions, and that's what is happening in the different tents, where different districts and different regions, voters are being verified to ensure that they are the ones that are supposed to do the voting. The contestation is between Speaker, current and former. That's the Right Honorable Anita Among and the Right Honorable Rebecca Kadaga. It is really tight. We had the two of them campaign. They were given each a few minutes speak, and they all had an opportunity to ask for votes. The Right Honorable Kadaga, in her address, she decried voter bribery and corruption, which she says she witnessed, and her teams gave her information that there were rigging and people were bribing voters in the election here last night in Kisasi and other parts of the city. Then the Right Honorable Anita Among, in her speech, she said she will use her power as the vice chairperson of the NRM. Yes, Honorable. Doctor, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You must be the busiest man in the country.
The busiest, but so far the happiest.
Okay.
Because the process is going on so well.
I'll take you back to Monday. How did it start, and how would you describe the process by now?
I think where we have, this is the largest conference. When you settle this, then you are done.
Okay.
I'm happy because so far I've not met any resistance. I've not found anywhere where people are conflicting. I can tell you Kampala and Wakiso tent is voting. They have started voting. Acholi Lango tent is okay. West Nile tent is okay. Mukono, they are reading names. So these are four big regions
that we are having for the election that is ongoing. Since Monday, how many elections have you held?
We've held, I can say we've held the following elections. We've held elections for PWDs,
yes,
for the workers, for the veterans,
yes,
for the youth yesterday, where we elected only one position because of rowdiness of one candidate. Then we also went and elected for women very robust election. So far, I've elected 7 leagues, and I'm remaining with only 1.
What caused the problem in the youth election?
Well, the youth election, one candidate is a populist. She says she wanted to be given money, the youth to be given money first before we vote. And was saying electoral commission of the party had taken their money. I think she had not mobilized enough. She was actually looking for votes through inciting the young people to rebel against the system. And I think it helped her get votes, although the votes were not good enough for her to win.
You know, the media is a platform to clear the air. The information out there on social media that you were defending one of the candidates with whom you are related, this is an opportunity to clear the air. Was there anything like that?
I have a biological son called Tanga Collins.
Yes.
Biological to the extent that consenting adults produced a son. The fact that the son is a candidate does not rubbish the fact that he is a candidate. He's a candidate, but I'm a chairman. The candidate went through the normal process. The voting was done. I stepped aside and allowed other commissioners to handle.
Oh, because the suspicion and the implication is that you were involved in ensuring that he won.
The only time I came is when mayhem broke, when the situation became completely unmanageable. Because these are new commissioners, they were kicking them around like football. That's when I said I want security. I called Museveni, the chairman of the party. He guided that take security, take over, and make sure you take over total command, but allow the others to do the ingredients. And that's what I did. I took charge of the pavilion, ordering, giving instructions, but on the lower side. And the order was not vote my son. The order was that you must be a delegate, you must be disciplined, you must do this, which is civility.
We are the third arm of the government, the fourth actually, and we bridge the gap. And the information still circulating is that the chairman of the party halted the declaration and all the results, so it is possible that the youth elections are going to be redone. Is that also true?
The results were declared in our legal sense of electoral laws. Once results have been declared, not even the chairman of the party, and he knows the law, can alter it. So the chairman did not stop any results because it had been declared. The only recourse for the loser is tribunal. I thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. That is Dr. Tanga Odoi, the chairperson, Electoral Commission, NRM. And we got some bit of a recount of what has happened since Monday up to where we are. Yes, there were so many questions about the elections of the youth that were carried on yesterday. Atulaba ku Star TV, wabaddewo ebibuuzo bingi ku kulonda kw'abavubuka okwabadde wano olunaku lw'eggulo. Tufunye omukisa ne tuwogera ne Dr. Tanga Odoi akulira okulonda kw'abavubuka. Ebibuuzo bibadde bitya? Eyawangudde Tanga Colin mutabani we gwazaalira ddala era naye akikakasiza wano. Kati okutebereza kwabadde nti yabadde amulwanirira awangule. Era nga babadde bagamba nti president chairman w'ekibiina kino yayimiriza ebyavudde mu kulonda okwo bagenda kuddamu. Dr. Tanga atugambye ebyalangiriddwa bye byatwaliddwa era Colin Tanga ye muwanguzi wakavubuka wakalulu kabavubuka. I beg your pardon. So bwekito bwe kiri. We thank you so much for watching. We are going to keep you posted about all the developments here. According to him, 4 districts are already voting. That is in the election of the vice chairperson NRM for women between the two speakers, former and current, Kadaga and Anita Amongo. It is ongoing. We'll get back with results for that and how whatever will have come up in that election. We thank you so much for watching. Michael, Jordan, Nokoma, and the whole team here. Let's get back to you in just a while.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Microphone to Right Honorable Kadaga. DJ, what's happening?
And then yes.
Honorable Dombo, Honorable Dombo, Honorable Dombo, could you help with your department, your directorate? Okay, they are fixing the microphone. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the question is that the two honorables have to say something about what Museveni has just put to them. Let us hear from Right Honorable Kadaga.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Chair of the Commission, National Chairman, Mama, the first National Vice Chair, and delegates. I'm happy to be able to talk to you today on this subject. And I want to begin by noting that the Speaker Mog is already a member of SEC. She's here. She's already here in SEC. I want to take note of that one. The second one is that I'm the incumbent. I'm the incumbent. I have been a member of this party since inception. I started as the chairman of LC1 in 1999 in my village in Buramuti. I moved to LC2, or the National Resistance Council. I've never been to any other party. So all my life, I've been a member of Nrm. Secondly, Honorable Chair, I think we should not have politics of expedience. You see there? Yes, President. We should not have politics of expedience. When you are filling the form, expression of interest, you are asked, what have you done for the Nrm in the last 10 years? Those are the guidelines. We have not changed them. The person aspiring to this office has only worked for 3 years for the Nrm. Whether she was doing work is dependent, that's your business. But for the Nrm, she has only worked for 3 years. So let us not gerrymander the guidelines. We have not sat to amend those guidelines.
Can we allow the Right Honorable some more 2 minutes?
No. Don't stop me. Don't stop me. Your Excellency, a National Chair, I was a backbencher for 7 years before becoming a Minister of Regional Cooperation. Patiently, I was patiently seated for 7 years as a backbencher. So I don't understand why there's a rush. Someone else just come for 3 years, wants to be in the top organ of the party. I have done my work well. I've supported the Nrm in all the elections, all of them. Supported the referendum to return multi-party. All the campaigns, I've been involved in them. As a Deputy Speaker and a Speaker, I've ensured that all our budgets were passed. I've ensured that the bills support the manifesto were all passed. I have marketed this country throughout the world. I have. I'm now the Deputy Prime Minister. I'm still doing work of integration of the East African community. And I want you to remember that just a few years ago, I was publicly humiliated in this country. Publicly humiliated the way I was removed from the office of the Speaker. I took it in good stride. continue doing my work. But I'm being followed. How much more can you press an individual? Mr. Chairman, I think it was your duty, and I have been talking to you about this matter for some time. I had informed you that if this matter goes to a contest, it will cause serious problems in my community. You may think, people here may think that you're fighting an individual, but you're fighting a bigger community. And that's not right for the politics of Uganda. It would seem that in this party, loyalty is not important. Integrity is not important. Commitment is not important. That's the message you are sending here. If we allow someone to come today and become the head of the party, why is it that the members of the party are always thrown out to make room for the newcomers? And on this one, Excellency, I'm speaking for many. I'm speaking for many.
Okay, stop. Listen carefully.
I also want to demystify this view that the speaker must be in sec. It's not true. Your Excellency, you may recall that this office was created in 2005 because of the lobby of the women members of NRM. We needed an office to speak for us. That's how it came. Nothing to do with the speaker. And I keep asking, suppose the speaker was a man, would he also come here to sit on behalf of the women? Suppose the speaker was a member of opposition, would he or she also come here? These two offices are completely separate. They are completely, that's why that person is now sitting there, ex officio. So, if Among is already ex officio here, why does she want to come again take this seat? How one person sit in two seats? So, Your Excellency, I think this is unfair and not good for the politics of this country. So, in our last meeting, I said that since I'm incumbent, and by the most senior in this party, how can you tell the senior person to move out for a junior person?